What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have another, that was aggressive. We have another sling type bag, kind of a sling bag. This one has 4 straps. It is from 5.11 and it is called the Utility Chest Pack. They have a smaller one if you don't want something quite as big or quite as much storage, and that one is called the Survivalist Chest Pack. I have the worst memory. I have to read everything. I'm sorry. Anyway, today is all about the Utility Chest Pack is what we're gonna get right into. Alright, so it's available in 3 different colors: black, brown, and a sage green. The material on the outside appears to be very durable. I've only had it for about a month now. It is a 330D ripstop nylon, and I will say so far so good. One thing I like on the bottom, it has this webbing here, a lot of different uses, a lot of different things you could hang from it or put inside of it. What I used it for was a tourniquet. I slid a tourniquet in there. God forbid I need one. I want to be able to access it quickly and not bleed to death. I've never bled to death, but something tells me it's not good. On the front, dad jokes. On the front, you have a couple like 1-inch loops here. Again, multi-purpose loops. You can hang something from it, a D-ring, carabiner type thing. Depending what you're using this chest rig for, there's a lot of different uses for those little 1-inch hooks on the front. Let's talk about the mesh on the back. If you look at the back of the sling pack, it has a lot of nice breathable mesh. The same thing, the harness that goes on your back is also a breathable mesh. It helps keep you a little cooler, especially if you're doing any physical activities with this. That breathable mesh does make a big difference. Now the front pouch, I don't have a great use for this. I didn't really use this front elastic pouch much. You could put something like a pair of gloves in there, but really anything you need to access quickly, but you don't need on you at all times. I don't know, maybe some gummy bears or something like that, snacks. I didn't really use that pouch. The front zip pouch I did use. I like the front zip pouch a little bit more. I did keep snacks in here when we used this hiking. That was my spot for my snacks. I also, when I traveled, I used this through TSA one time as well, and I kept my passport, my wallet, and AirPods and essentials right inside this front main zipper pouch. Now, the next middle pouch here is probably the most useful one. First, it is a gusseted pouch, which means it kind of flaps open. So if you're keeping stuff in there that you need to access often, the best example may be like fishing. If this would be a great chest pack for fishing or hiking, and if there's stuff in there you need to access often, this would be a great place for those items. There's like 6 different pockets in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pockets in here of different sizes. It has elastic bands in there as well, so you could put a spare magazine, a knife, a lighter, flashlight, anything like that to keep in place. There's so many different things you could put in those little elastic straps. Now, the rear pouch is where all the magic happens. The rear pouch is the special one. This is where I personally kept a firearm. And no, you don't need to use it for that, but I think ideally this is where it was designed for, to keep a firearm. In the back you have some Velcro, and if you have a Velcro holster, like I had one from my crossbreed belly band that was Velcro back, I stuck it on there and it worked fantastic. You do have a couple more elastic pouches. I did not use these. They could be ideal for a spare magazine, but if I'm keeping a firearm in there, I don't want anything else in there with the firearm. God forbid it snags or gets in the way or annoys me. I don't want anything else. Has a little loop on the bottom for those like trigger guard protector type holsters. If you want that, you can do it. The other thing I like, besides the zippers to open the pouch, it has these 2 hot pull tabs, and if you leave the hot pull tab out, it's much easier to grab that and rip the bag open if you need to get the firearm quickly than you trying to use the zipper. So the hot pull tab is pretty awesome. Now the last couple of features I want to talk about, one is going to be the straps. The straps are nicely done. They're adjustable for different body types, body heights. Also, the looser you have it, the lower it's going to sit, the tighter, the higher it's going to sit. And I like it high up on my chest. I found it a lot more comfortable when I was, walking around hiking and at the range. It's not as easy to get to the stuff. If the higher up it is, if it was a little lower, I'd probably be a little quicker, but I found it more comfortable sitting a little higher up on my chest. And again, it's a harness with 4 straps, so it's going to be a lot more stable than a sling bag. I shouldn't have called it a sling bag in the beginning of the video. It's not. It's a harness. It's a chest pack. It has 4 straps, so it's definitely a lot more stable. The 2 bottom straps that go underneath your arms have quick detached levers, which make it much easier getting it on and off. I just loop it around my head, underneath my armpits, and it makes things a lot easier. Now, the other thing I want to point out, the back of this bag has like an open compartment. You can kind of use it as like a fanny type pack or an accessory type pack. So if you have a battle belt, that's a much wider, good sized battle belt, or if your backpack has very wide straps. For example, with 5.11 they have the Skyweight and the Rush 100, but there's a ton of other packs out there that have those really big, thick bands. You could slide this right on those thick bands and have your nice little quick access pack on your bigger pack, which is dope. All right, dimensions, 6 by 10 by 2.5, MSRP $60. I will put affiliate links down in the video description. If you think this thing is cool and you want to pick one up, hopefully I can find you a good deal. All right, testing. The first thing I did when I got this was obviously try it on and see how it fit and how comfortable it was, and I got it all adjusted for my body and all that good stuff. Next thing I did was some dry fire. Anytime you have a sling bag or a chest pack or anything like this at all, it's very easy to flag your arm or flag the people around you. As you pull that hot tab out and you grab that firearm, your support hand's in the way, and it's very easy to flag your support hand. And I don't know, I've never been shot, but I don't think it would be very enjoyable. Same thing when you come out, very easy to flag people. So I encourage you, if you are going to put a firearm in here, to practice dry fire, then go to the range, practice live fire, start nice and slow like I did here, and you can slowly pick up the speed from there. As far as size guns that fit in here, I put a SIG P365 size gun. Actually, it was a Shadow Systems, but same size. Then I did put my SIG P365 XL in here with a light and an optic, fit no problem. Now you can kind of fit a Glock 19 and even kind of fit a Glock 17 in here. Very snug. If you're going to use that with a holster, it's going to be tight. If you use it with like a trigger guard protector, you could probably make it work, but I definitely suggest something a little smaller than those larger full-size guns. As far as non-firearm related things, I took this on 2 hikes. We have not been on many hikes lately. It's still kind of cold here, but me and the boy went on 2 hikes, and I took this, loaded up with snacks, some med gear, my firearm of course, and we went on very short hikes, just 2 or 3 miles. It's still very cold here, 40-50 degrees, but I will use this more once it starts to warm up. I also took this on the plane. Obviously there was not a firearm in here. I took a trip down to South Carolina to the Palmetto State Armory gathering, and I did a collab video with Harleywood, another gun tuber. Go check him out. And I brought this with me, and I had all my passport and snacks and travel stuff in here. And I got some weird looks walking around the airport with this, but I don't care, so I did it anyway. All right, pros. It is a very solid platform. Like I said, the 4-strap system is very solid, especially I'm very used to a single strap sling bag, which are great. They're nice. I have a ton of them. I'll continue to use them, but this is a very solid platform. It has a lot of nice pockets, storage, organization. You could set this up a lot of different ways for a lot of different uses. I think it's priced very well, especially being backed by 5.11. The hot pull tabs are great. Makes it very easy for a lefty or a righty to draw a firearm very quickly. If you need your firearm, you gotta practice. You gotta be able to get to it quickly. It could be a matter of life and death. I like the straps. I like the padding. I like the mesh material. I like the webbing on the bottom. You get the point. As far as things I don't like on these zippers, these pull tabs are very small. So I don't know if everybody will agree with me, but I wish the pull tabs were a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier. Now that this review is over, I'm probably going to put some paracord on here or something just a little bit bigger to make it easy to pull those zippers. Maybe not on the firearm pouch because I use the hot tabs, but on the other pouches I may put something a little bit bigger. Overall, it is a very cool little chest pack with a ton of good uses. Couple of the uses that I jotted down my notes here. Traveling, I used it for that. Hiking, I used it for that. Firearm related stuff, used it for that. Camping, hunting, survivalist, running. This would be a good pack to tie down tight to you and run with. You could keep it in the car. Fishing, this would be a great fishing accessory, especially if you're fly fishing or freshwater fishing. This would be great. And then the other thing I had was search and rescue. If you're part of a search and rescue team in your area, this would be great to carry some bare basic search and rescue stuff. Obviously nothing that you're going to be out for an extended period of time, but definitely a lot of uses for it. Before you go, let me thank 5.11 for sending this to the channel. 5.11 is a huge company, and for them to support this small but growing YouTube channel is greatly, greatly appreciated. Let me remind you, there'll be some affiliate links down in the video description. Again, if you think I deserve it, hopefully I can find you a good deal, but check the links. Go from there, see what happens. We have some swag. Let me take off this chest pack and show you the cool Tiberious shirt. We have short sleeves. I think we finally have long sleeves. We have patches. If you do want to support the channel, this is the best way to do so. Click the link down there. Get yourself some swag. You will look so darn cool in a Tiberious shirt, and I will appreciate it. Most important, thank you guys for watching. I say this every video. I mean it sincerely. Thank you very much for watching. If you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. All those things are free. They don't hurt. It feels good when you do it. Helps me out, and I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace!